Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Leo November 15, 2021. Suddenly Neptune retrograde continues to make a dent in its rulership, with the possibility that you change your idea, energy, or plans. Therefore, try to remain even-tempered as much as possible, so that you are making everything calm before the end of the day. The change in the lunar stage makes you visibly like a new moon. Keep in mind some decisions that would be important to make. Therefore, let everything be shown in your favor, just by thinking about what is a priority and what is not. You would have several possibilities for it. The cosmic and planetary rulership suddenly creates some havoc, not only energetic but emotional and physical. Possibly you would be feeling that things are not in the best way than before, even coming to feel that you have to restart something from scratch so that everything is pleasant again. It is Neptune retrograde that would suddenly be creating such havoc, and without a doubt, you would try to drive them away from your day as soon as possible. If you sometimes have hunches that are almost revelations, now is the time to pay attention to your unconscious life. Whether in your nighttime dreams or your reflections throughout the day, some signs could be extremely meaningful and empower you to make concrete decisions in your life. So don't hesitate to listen to your instincts and your impressions. You will have a lot to gain. You will be right to have confidence in yourself, but it is above all your intuition that will be precise today. You still have the energy to get angry, that's a great sign, but don't let the stress get over you. You have a hard time waking up today, and this nervous fatigue may dot your day with minor but exasperating incidents. Pay attention to what you say and don't decide on impulse. Your reactions are not well adjusted. You are mobilized by important discussions and matters that keep you on fire in your heart. No question of letting go. As much as possible, avoid letting yourself be overwhelmed by your emotions if you want to remain in control of the game. Criticisms come from many places, but that is not why you would be changing your habits. Everything you do for your health today is by will and not by pressure from the outside. Remember that if you consume some steamed vegetables, they could provide the necessary elements of the day. Your body would appreciate it and you would be more satisfied with how you feel, not just because of what others tell you. It's time to stop planning. Now is the time for action. Today you feel a kind of pressure that pushes you to break out of the routine and do things on a whim. Even if this is not your usual way of practicing, it is not a reason not to act in this direction. Set new goals and don't hesitate to take unintentional actions. You will see, not only is it rewarding, but it's also a lot of fun. The naughty influence of Pluto gives you an inordinate libido. Taurus, Aries, or Scorpio ascendant, you are simply untenable. You only think about your pleasure. Concentrating requires immeasurable efforts. A little sport will help you channel this healthy energy, which shouldn't make you feel guilty. You are above all a sensual and carnal being, turned towards the joys of existence. During an important period, you would be thinking if it is decisive or not, what you think about what you are doing. It means that, for some reason, fears of being able to manage your money correctly would cause you to stop suddenly. But your economy could remain stable. Today number 2 predicts it. In addition to the above, you could take the advice of the day that involves having a pendant of a dragonfly, hummingbird, or of your liking, the upper right corner of the front door of a property in which you develop more. You are irresistible. Self-confidence, intellectual form, optimism. Heaven pampers you. Big blue on your professional activities. It's time to take out of your drawers the projects that are important to you, because we cannot refuse you anything. It would take nothing for you to find yourself behind a managerial desk. On the heart, you will finally dare to declare your love and we cannot resist you. What more could you ask for in life? Savor your happiness. The sky is the bearer of concrete chances, of opportunities. So you have to stay open and listen to what is happening around you. Flexibility and the ability to adapt to any situation will be your best assets today. Discussions related to your finances are coming. It will be necessary to accelerate things to reach your goal. Indeed, advice leads you to unusual but constructive ideas today. Do not hesitate to dig them. Today, conjunction between the moon and the sun would be making itself present, in such a way that everything is much more consistent with you even though you were thinking otherwise in days gone by. Do not complicate yourself, harmony reigns in the day, and no matter how much you have energy against, you would have someone to share some important things that you need to vent with a good friend, partner, or family member. You have something to take care of in your love life, and this day could make it possible for you. Your family's values may still prevent you from living a not very politically correct story, and you may have to bang your fist on the table for once. You have to ensure that your choices are respected to respect yourself. Your Bovarist nature prompts you to dream of another situation. You are bored and already imagine the defining encounter that could pull you out of your lethargy. Mars in the element of fire makes you envious of fusional and sensual loves. This romantic inclination makes you abandon or ignore a timid Pisces, yet quite ready to love you. No matter, you prefer your dreams, perhaps because they simply put you away from the action. Include in the course of the day some complementary activities that can help in your work. You could start to optimize some things that, by evidence, would release your earrings. The method would have been in front of you, but for some reason, it is the new moon that would illuminate you so that you fearlessly exercise what is necessary, changing what you do not like. Today your adaptability is called upon. Maybe it's a new person joining your work team, from a new client or project. In any case, new energy, which you have to get used to and even face. This situation requires you to develop treasures in terms of communication. If you know how to anticipate all situations, you will emerge victoriously. Pay attention to how you manage your household budget. You are likely to have a difficult time following an unexpected expense made on a reckless impulse. This act committed under the influence of impulsivity would be reproached to you by those around you who would blame you for your lack of reflection on the long term and the consequences of this purchase on your projects. To avoid this situation, avoid unforeseen expenses and think carefully about the scope of your actions before you indulge in spending impulses. You invest a lot in your family with the unpleasant feeling that you never have anything in return. The presence of Mars in an unfavorable aspect in your sky could make you more sensitive to this subject. If the need arises, talk to the people concerned. Not in the mood to go out? It doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to anyone. A quick phone call to a friend or a one-on-one discussion with your partner would do you a lot of good.